If you don't know how to answer behavioral interview questions, please don't go for that interview yet. In this video, I am going to be telling you how you should answer behavioral interview question using STAR method. STAR method is a popular method that is used to guide the way you respond to behavioral questions. Now, STAR stands for S stands for situation, the T stands for the task, the A stands for action, and R stands for result. Now, before we go into deeply what this STAR means, what the STAR method means, let me give you an examples of behavioral interview questions. Number 1, tell me about a time you disagreed with a co-worker. The second one, describe a time you made a mistake. How did you handle it? Third one, if a patient is becoming difficult or responsive, how will you handle the situation? Fourth one, if a patient family or a resident family wants you to do care in a certain way that is not in the resident care plan, what will you do? Number 5, give me an example of a time you took initiative. Number 6, tell me about a complex problem you solved under pressure. These are all behavioral interview questions. And each behavioral interview question, they are trying to find out something. They are trying to find out your conflict resolution, how you are able to resolve conflict. They are trying to find out how you are able to handle failure. Like if you failed, if they give you a feedback that you didn't do well, how do you handle it? They also want to assess your leadership skill, your ability to lead. They also want to understand if you have a problem-solving ability and if you're able to take initiative. That is one thing that when you're being asked a problem behavioral interview question, these are the things they're looking to see if you have the skills, if you have this quality. Now, let's go down to describing in full what this STAR method means. As we said earlier, S means situation. So when you ask a question like, tell us how you handle a responsive patient or a responsive resident, or if a resident is responsive, what will you do? Now, you need to bear in mind S, situation, T, task, A, action, R, result. These 4 things should guide your response. Now you're going to start by describing the situation. You walked into the room to maybe take this, or you walked into the room to bring this resident up from the bed to the chair, or you walked into the shower room to give this resident shower, or you wanted to help this resident to feed. That is the situation. Okay, then the task, you've already mentioned it, like the situation comes together with the task most time. The task to bring the resident up from bed to chair, to give the resident shower, to do incontinence care, like help the resident clean up. The task you wanted to perform. Okay, now what is the action? Now, during the situation and the task performance, there's been another situation on the patient's side. For example, you came in, you wanted to help this patient to get up from the bed to the chair, and they become responsive, they become agitated, they want to spit at you, they want to kick you, they started abusing you verbally. What action will you take? Now you can describe actions that you have taken. For example, that you let the resident calm down for a while, or that you left the room and returned maybe after 5 or 10 minutes when the patient or the resident is calmer. Okay, that is the action you took. Or you reported to your supervisor, or you reported to the nurse, or you try to listen actively and understand what the patient is complaining about and validated their feeling. These are actions. Now the result is, after doing this thing, I was able to make this patient to have trust that he or she is safe, and then let me carry out their care. That is the result. You achieved to carry out the care, which is the initial goal that you came with. For example, if you're not in healthcare, maybe you're a salesperson, situation can be that you have to maybe make 50 sales in 1 month. Action that you will take. Situation, task, yeah. So the situation is that you have been given within 1 week to close deals. Then the action is that you need to make up to 50 sales a day, okay? Then that's the task. Then the action that you took is that you reached out and followed old clients, reached out to them, sent them email, follow-up email, call them over the phone, reassure them that the product or the services that you're rendering to them is a great one, and they will even get a refund if it doesn't work, something like that. These are the actions that I did, and in the end, the result, I was able to close 50 deals. I was able to make up to 50 sales. I was able to make them trust me and patronize my organization. I don't know if this makes sense. So before you go for that interview, please make sure you understand how to answer behavioral questions using STAR method. Thanks for watching. Bye.